House of Representatives considers independent candidacy in elections. Legal experts urge Chief Justice of Nigeria to ensure financial independence of the judiciary. National Social Investment Program Agency releases funds for renewed Hope conditional cash transfer. Hello and welcome to the News Desk at 6 on Nta News24. We are live in Abuja. I am Nta Daniels. As part of the Constitution review process, a bill seeking provisions for independent candidacy in elections has passed first reading at the House of Representatives. The bill, sponsored by House spokesman Akin Rotimi, seeks constitutional amendment to allow candidates who are not sponsored by political parties to participate in presidential, governorship, National Assembly, state houses of assembly, and local government councils elections. Briefing National Assembly correspondents, the House spokesman is optimistic that the bill, when passed, will encourage inclusion and expand the democratic space.
Not have the party the opportunity to be sponsored through their political parties. At the end of the day, power resides with the people of Nigeria, and want to give people the opportunity to be able to present themselves for office.
To also ensure that, most especially the vulnerable population, such as women, youth, persons with disability, are also given a level playing field, right, to explore opportunities within the political and electoral landscape.
The Southwest Senators Caucus has expressed delight over the passage of the Southwest Development Commission Establishment Bill in the Senate. In a statement, Secretary of the Caucus, Senator Shaibu Afolabi Salisu, says members were impressed that the bill, a collaborative effort of all the senators from the Southwest Zone, is yet another demonstration of a shared vision and commitment to advance and protect the interests of the zone at all times within the context of a united, secure, and prosperous Nigeria. The Southwest Development Commission would hopefully complement the development efforts of the 6 states in the region. The caucus notes that the bill still has to receive the concurrence of the House of Representatives to be ready for the presidential accent, and is confident that the members from the Southwest Zone are committed to this initiative. Guests in Good Morning Nigeria are urging the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat Kekereekun, to ensure financial independence both at the federal and state levels of the judiciary. The guests believe with her antecedents, she is not just equal to the task, but will continually uphold ethics, instill discipline and transparency in the administration of justice. Lydia Sampson reports.
The guests are in agreement that though the judiciary needs overhaul through fundamental reforms, the Chief Justice of Nigeria is well equipped to tackle challenges head-on. Her meticulous attention to ensuring justice, they acknowledge, provides a solid foundation for her to thrive.
These reforms should come in handy. I am sure that she's up to the task, bearing in mind that she stated clearly that she should not tolerate indiscipline, she should not tolerate corruption. And if you look at the myriad of problems, well, especially if you look at by way of general analysis, you'll agree with me, the presenter, that this woman needs to come forcefully, diplomatically, judicially, and whatever to ensure that the Nigerian judicial system has been overhauled. There is a need for her as an agenda to make sure that where there are pitfalls, she will be able to block them.
There is a need for his lordship. She is already the head of the National Judicial Institute, recognized by the NJI Act for training of judges, but more needs to be done. That institute needs to be equipped financially. If that institute is equipped financially, they will conduct continuous training, ensure that the Honorable Judge's training accord with international and national development.
The girls say Nigeria for now has the most overburdened apex court in the world. Therefore, the need for constitutional amendment to increase the number of judges. They urge the Chief Justice to take seriously cases of misconduct to help change the misconception about the judiciary in the public. The guest also suggested deployment of technology in operations of the judiciary across the country. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, Nta News.
Nigeria and MasterCard have announced a partnership aimed at supporting 1 million African farmers. The partnership deal was sealed during a meeting between Vice President Kashim Shettima and executives of MasterCard Corporation on the sidelines of the ongoing 79th session of the UN General Assembly in New York. The project plan includes support for 1 million farmers across Nigeria, Kenya, and Tanzania, with a focus on enhancing financial inclusion and digital access to critical services, as well as support from the African Development Bank. The MasterCard Regional for West Africa, Dr. Folashade Femi Lawal, said the key component of the partnership is a rollout of contactless payment systems, planning 160 payment seminars starting February next year. And with over 220 million Nigerians generating about 32 million tons of solid waste annually, and individual waste put at 0.8 kg daily, Nigeria is ranked one of the best performer on circular economy. This information indicates that the federal government is already at the forefront of embracing circular economy through activities of agencies like the National Environmental Standards and Regulations Agency, NESRA. The report. Circular economy, a model which transforms the way we produce, consume, and dispose resources, is a sustainable economy model that aims to reduce waste and consumption of resources by promoting the reuse, recycling, and refurbishment of products. Nigeria has since embraced the circular economy model, with the National Environmental Standards and Regulation Agency, NESRA, spearheading the initiative.
Circular economy aligns with the 5 Sustainable Development Goals: SDG 13 Climate Action, SDG 12 Responsible Consumption and Production, SDG 9 Industry Innovation and Infrastructure, SDG 8 Decent Work, Economic Growth, and SDG 6 Clean Water and Sanitation. It also synchronizes with the 8-point agenda of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration.
This media dialogue is intended to deepen knowledge and understanding of the concept, as well as seek collaboration in projecting government's efforts in the circular economy, as well as highlight the benefits therein.
Federal Ministry of Environment to develop the Nigerian Circular Economy Roadmap, which is like the overarching document under which every other legal and regulatory framework document to promote circular economy in the country.
A robust policy in favor of transition towards a sustainable circular industry offers economic opportunities for all, making us less dependent on imported, scarce resources and other resources.
Speakers highlight place of extended producer responsibility, EPR, driven by Producer Responsibility Organization, PRO model, in line with international best practices, and the media in curtailing the risk of waste disposal through recycling, refurbishment, and reuse. Participants share their thoughts with the organizers, while they promise to do their best as catalysts for behavioral change, using influence, perceptions, and public enlightenment to achieve circular economy as a new way of life. In Abuja, Nta Daniels, Nta News. The National Social Investment Program Agency has released a sum of 24.781 billion naira for the payment of 991,261 households beneficiaries across the 36 states and the FCT for the months of August and September. A statement by the agency National Coordinator Badamasi Lawal says in August 2024, the agency released 3,825 billion naira for a total of 153,038 households who are beneficiaries of a renewed Hope conditional cash transfer. While in the month of September, 20,955 billion naira was released for payment of 25,000 naira to 838,223 households across 36 states and FCT through their financial service providers. The renewed Hope conditional cash transfer under the National Cash Transfer Office is aimed at cushioning the economic shocks of the beneficiaries, who are mostly the poor and vulnerable households. The Green Light Initiative, a non-governmental organization in collaboration with the Federal Road Safety Corps and the Global Youth Coalition for Road Safety, has held an intensive campaign in Abuja to empower women on road safety tips within the Federal Capital Territory. Suleiman Abdul Wahab reports that this year's gathering centered on the theme, the importance of road safety and inclusive mobility for women.
Some men are taking advantage of it. It's a male thing. So let's prove them wrong that we the ladies, we can do it.
As conversation around road safety continue to evolve, initiatives like this play a pivotal role in empowering women and fostering safer environment for all female road users. Project leads start Okere emphasize the urgent needs for increased awareness and resources to ensure women's confidence in navigating roads without fear of harassment or prejudice.
Some said that they suffer abuse on the road, some said that they were intimidated by the male counterpart. You know, when they see women driving, they first think, oh, now woman.
A lot of things are going on. You're driving on the road, you don't know what lane you're in. You know, there need to be a lot of things need to be done on our roads. So lightness needs to be put in place in our roads.
The Federal Road Safety Corps, alongside Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, working with Green Light Initiative, deliver key lectures during the events.
Women are volatile in their nature, but they will have to have the self-confidence. They should have a kind of a pepper spray, a gadget that they will use when attack comes easily so that they can call for help.
Participants were provided with valuable strategies on how to avoid harassment, intimidation, and kidnapping while commuting.
As person with disability, we face many challenges on the road. All of them, we have accessibility issue in accessing public facilities. That is very, very challenging because most drivers on the way, when they drive, their vehicles are not accessible.
The event is aimed at creating a safer environment for women in public spaces. In tackling these critical issues, the gathering reinforced the commitment to empowering women through education, advocacy, and safety-focused initiatives. In Abuja, Suleiman Tobu Abdul Wahab, Nta News.
Nigeria's Ministry of Arts, Culture and the Creative Economy has launched a major refurbishment project for 6 national museums. The museums located in Ilorin, Birnin Kebbi, Uyo, Owerri, Kano and Kaduna will undergo infrastructure upgrades, security enhancements and exhibit space improvements. The project aims to preserve Nigeria's rich cultural heritage and make its historical treasures more accessible to the public. Modern technologies and sustainable practices will be incorporated to create interactive and educational environments celebrating Nigeria's diverse cultural legacy. The initiative is expected to create job opportunities within the cultural sector, supporting local economies and fostering nationwide appreciation for the arts. Local artisans, historians and curators will be engaged to ensure culturally represented and historically accurate upgrades. The ministry invites stakeholders, including cultural organizations and the general public, to support this transformative project. Regular updates will be provided through official channels. This initiative safeguards Nigeria's museums for future generations, celebrating the country's past while inspiring creativity and innovation. This is the news desk on Nta News24. Let's take a break now. More reports when we return.
The Secretary to the Government of the Federation and Chairman Interministerial Committee on Nigeria's 64th Independence Anniversary, Senator George Akume FNIM-CON, wishes to announce the programs lined up for the celebration of Nigeria's 64th Independence Anniversary with the theme, Reflecting on the Past, Inspiring the Future, as follows. Special Jumu'at prayers, Friday, 27th September 2024. Venue, National Mosque, Abuja. Time, 1 p.m. Interdenominational Church Service, Sunday, 29th September 2024. Venue, National Christian Center, Abuja. Time, 10 a.m. Presidential broadcast, Tuesday, 1st October 2024. Time, 7 a.m. 64th Independence Anniversary Parade, Tuesday, 1st October 2024. Venue, Presidential Villa. Time, 10 a.m. All invited guests are to be seated by 9 a.m. Announcer, Mohammed Idris FNIPR, Honorable Minister of Information and National Orientation, and Chairman, Media and Publicity Subcommittee.
Thanks for joining us again. It was a moment of resolve as the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, made a bold commitment: no one, regardless of their status, will be above the law. The minister assured that investigation into the alleged preferential treatment given to Idris Okuneye, widely known as Bobrisky, at the Kirikiri Custodial Center, will be thorough and without favoritism. Tunji-Ojo made this pledge during a media briefing marking his 1 year in office. Victor Azu has more.
The Minister of Interior arrives to a room full of eager reporters and editors. In his calm yet confident tone, he recounts the highlights of his people-centric reform across all agencies of the ministry.
We met most of our officers in the paramilitary. We tell you a lot of them had been stagnated for 6 years, 8 years, some even 10 years. In the last 9 months, we've had 53,000 promotions in our agencies.
At the Nigeria Immigration Service, Tunji-Ojo says Nigerians at home and abroad may now choose to get their passports by courier instead of traveling long distances. In addition to upgrade of correctional facilities in parts of the country, the minister recalls the release of more than 4,000 inmates with minor offenses.
We were able to raise 585 million naira through the private sector, and we were able to pay off the fines, and that led us to the release of over 4,000 inmates, decongesting our prisons, our correctional centers by 5%, and saving government of over 1 billion naira annually in terms of feeding.
Asked about investigations into preferential treatment accorded Idris Okuneye, widely known as Bobrisky, during his incarceration in Lagos, the minister has this to say.
Be sure of this, we will not shield anybody no matter who the person is.
In just 1 year, the minister's vision for a more efficient and responsive Ministry of Interior is coming to life. Each achievement is a step towards a safer and more just Nigeria. In Abuja, Victor Azu, Nta News.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has appointed 7 executive directors for the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA. A statement by Special Advisor to the President, Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, lists the EDs as Ayo Adewiye, reappointed Executive Director, News; Barrister Ibrahim Aliyu, Executive Director, Special Duties, Legal Practitioner; Malam Mohammed Fatihu Mustafa, Executive Director, Administration and Training; Mrs. Apinke Efiang, Executive Director, Finance, an expert in financial marketing with treasury, management, accounting, and reporting skills; Mrs. Tari Taylor, Executive Director, Program; an audiovisual creator, producer, and showrunner. Mr. Sadiq Musa Omeza, Executive Director, Engineering, and Mrs. Oluwakemi Fashina, Executive Director, Marketing, an integrated marketing communications professional and chartered marketer. The National Hydroelectric Power Producing Areas Development Commission, NHYPADEC, has distributed 33 modern fiberglass boats to 10 of its benefiting states to checkmate incidences of maritime tragedies in their various communities. The inauguration of the intervention initiative, which has held at the NHYPADEC headquarters in Minna, Niger State, is part of the Commission's drive to make water transportation a safer source of livelihood. Fatima Usman report will be coming in our subsequent bulletins. And Chief of Staff to President Bola Tinubu, Femi Gbajabiamila, has been described as a rallying point in the effective implementation of the policies and programs of President Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda. The Arewa Citizens for Change and Renewed Hope gave the commendation in a statement signed by its president, Ibrahim Turaking. The group extolled Femi Gbajabiamila's impact on driving the Renewed Hope agenda as profound, while commending his passion for Nigeria's growth and development. President Bola Tinubu was today among the congregation of the National Mosque, Abuja, for a special Jumat prayer to commemorate Nigeria's 64th independence anniversary. Former head of state, General Abdul Salami Abubakar, chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum, and Kwara State Governor Abdul Rahman Abdul Razak, National Assembly members and ministers were also in attendance. In the translation of the sermon, Imam Mohammed Kabir Adam acknowledged the diversity amongst Nigerians as designed by God. He harped on the necessity for good conduct amongst the citizens while urging Nigerians to remain united and work towards actualization of a greater country. After the two standing salat, there was a special prayer for the continuous unity, peace and development of the country, as well as for God's guidance, strength and wisdom as President Bola Tinubu continues to lead the country. This is the news deck at 6 on Nta News24. Let's take a quick look at the major highlights. House of Representatives considers independent candidacy in elections. Legal experts urge Chief Justice of Nigeria to ensure financial independence of the judiciary. National Social Investment Program Agency releases funds for Renewed Hope conditional cash transfer.
This is Nta News 24.
President Bola Tinubu extends his heartfelt condolence to Governor Umar Eno of Akwa Ibom State on the shocking passing of his beloved wife, Pastor Patience Umar Eno. The president joins them in mourning the painful and profound loss of the state's First Lady, who has supported Governor Eno's administration. The president affirms that Patience Eno, as a wife to a visionary governor and an ordained gospel minister, embodied humility, resilience and loyalty. President Tinubu acknowledges that through her Golden Initiative for All, she demonstrated her passion for serving the people and residents of Akwa Ibom State with love, honesty and dedication, leaving a positive impact that will continue to inspire future generations. Similarly, Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, expresses deepest condolences to Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Umar Eno, his children and family on the passing of his wife and First Lady of the state, Patience Umar Eno. In a condolence message, the First Lady describes late Mrs. Umar Eno, who was the state coordinator of Renewed Hope Initiative in Akwa Ibom State, as a God-fearing and compassionate woman. committed to her family, the people of Akwa Ibom State, and our dear nation. And that's the news desk at 6 and Nta News24. Thank you for watching. I am Nta Daniels.